lads, lassies, welcome back to the YouTube, and today, welcome to a very good video, even if I say so myself. No, I'm pretty pumped in it because there's some good boat riding in it, slow motion footage, some solid crashes, and yeah, I hope that you enjoy it. But before I start the video, I want to talk to you, or not even talk to you, I just want to send you in the direction of a podcast I did with Dano the Mano. He's like the main podcast guy for wakeboarding, and we got into some nitty gritty stuff, and it was pretty fun. At the time of filming this, I haven't actually heard the podcast yet, so I'm just going on my memory, and potentially I could be setting myself up for disaster. Probably said a few things that I will get myself in trouble for, but nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy the podcast, and now we'll get into this video. Get this out of the way. Okay, so the first thing, oh, it's still in the shot. Okay, so this video is when I was on the US cable tours, the Ultimate Wakeboard Road Trip. We stopped off at Freedom Wake Park. It's somewhere I've rode a lot over the last 5 or 6 years. It's where O'Brien is based in terms of kind of like where we do a lot of the photo shoots and things like that. So to start it off, because I want to give you some wakeboarding up front, I'm going to show you Mizuki. He's an O'Brien team rider. He works at Freedom Wake Park, an all-around legend, and obviously so sick on a wakeboard. So I'm going to show you a few clips that I took of him. So yes, as you can see, Mizuki is an absolute killer. So next up was Mr. John Drylings. Now, if you haven't seen my last video, which I'll put, I believe, up here, John is an incredible cable rider, probably one of the best in the whole world. But I managed to convince him, or we managed to convince him, to go out on the boat and try a few tricks. So here is some footage, the first time he's rode the boat in 2 or 3 years. I hope you enjoy it, because it is quite funny to see how a cable rider transfers to the boat. As you can see, that is pretty insane, especially considering he hasn't rode in about 2 or 3 years in the boat, and on top of that, everything you saw was his entire set. Like, he rode for 3 or 4 minutes, and I was actually just saying, if we got John, got him on a boat for 2 or 3 weeks, riding 2 times a day, by the end of those 2 or 3 weeks, his level would be insane. He'd be doing back-to-back back sevens, he'd be doing tangent blind to the flats, like literally everything. It would be so sick to see. But yeah, so that was John's riding. Then up next, I went for a little ride, and John was good to get some slow-mo shots of me on the boat, doing some tricks. Now, bearing in mind, the video where I did the slingshot 22 times in a row was the night before, so it's pretty chaos. I fully was concussed, but I hope you enjoy the clips.
Close my eyes, the universe
pretty happy with those. Now, that stop on the Ultimate Wakeboard Road Trip, the cool thing about it is all the road trippers, I guess as you call them, get to hang out with the two legends that are Kobe Mikasic and Darren Shapiro. So they come down and they coach everyone and they kind of give them some tips, give them some wake knowledge. So a bunch of the guys got to try Rayleighs on the System 2, and they'd never really tried them ever before, and there is some absolute belter of crashes, particularly Rob's at the end.
Go!
Oh!
Keep it on.
Oh no.
Oh! It doesn't take that long.
Put it in the white when it gets underneath. Oh, I see it. I see
it. So bad, like it literally hurts to watch that. But Rob was alright, and he actually tried another one after that. Now, to finish it off, the last thing we did was a couple of people went for a little wake surf. I'm going to show you a couple of those because there was a first ever 360. Pretty impressive, and as I'm sure the people watching this, you can relate. When you learn a new trick, it's literally the best feeling in the world, whether it's on a wake surf, a wakeboard, water skis. Can you do tricks on water skis? Actually, yeah, you can, trick skiing. So yeah, no matter what, it always feels good, so congratulations. That is basically it for this video. The one thing I do want to mention is that we're doing another US Cable road trip, US Cable Ultimate Wakeboard road trip next year in March. I'll put the link in the description, it'll be under the podcast. Definitely check it out, as it's literally the best week in your life. There is, I think, probably one more video coming from it, because we tried jet boarding, which is like a jet ski wakeboard. Insane, like absolutely outrageous. So I'll put the link below, definitely check it out, try and get yourself on that trip, because it is so fun. But for now, that is it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you in the near future. One last thing I want to say is comment below any tutorials you'd like to see on the channel in the next few months, because over the summertime I'm going to try my best, because I know people are out wakeboarding, to give them some kind of information on how to improve their riding. So definitely hit it up. But for now, thank you so much guys, and we'll see you in the next video.
And it's just frustrating because I see people come into the arena and then they do 1 or 2 or 3 episodes and they stop, and like they're good.
It's something you understand, is consistency is everything. That's my motto in life. I don't actually have a motto in life, but that's something I say for everything. But you understand that because you've been doing this, what, this is 120?
Yeah, this is either 119, 120, or 121, somewhere right in there.
So you've done it a lot of times and you understand it, you've been doing it for years. So many people have come into the YouTube thing. Steele was the best example. I was with Steele this morning and he literally was like I'm a good friend of Steele's, like I really am fond of him. But he was like, it's just hard to constantly be creative. And because he's obviously, but I said to Steele, like, well, your creativity level is like so beyond mine. So everything you do is like exceptionally viral and exceptionally good and good quality. I was like, you could put it down a notch, but that's not his brand. So
but he had the machine behind him for a real long time. He had the Red Bull machine behind him for a really long time.
Exactly, which helps obviously with the financial side of stuff. But yeah, what happens is people are blown away by the time it takes. Like it doesn't just happen. You don't just film a video and it goes live. It eats into your riding time. I spend like every day, and I spend every day, like I'd say on average 6 hours behind a computer, not just editing, emails, business stuff, and people don't realise that like YouTube takes a lot of time replying to comments, uploading, creating thumbnails, editing. There's a glitch, you have to take it down.
So it's got to cost you a lot of money in managers and in producers.
I do it all myself. No, I do every single bit myself.
It's so impressive, and I've got to ask you, dude, the consistency that you've kept for so long. How do you keep going? And okay, I can understand like coming up with the content, because at the end of the day, as long as you're filming, you're gonna get something for the most part. So, but like, how have you been able to stay on it for so long and keep up with it without getting so burnt out?
Well,
or are you burnt out?
No, I mean, there's days where I'm like, like right now I've basically been wakeboarding for like 16, 17 days in a row. I've been filming every single day, 2 videos, 3 videos a day. Like, it's been a lot. But no, I don't ever really get burned out. And I think the main reason for it, it's so cliche, but is that I genuinely really enjoy doing it. Like, that's what I like to do, and that's why I haven't got burnt out. But also, yeah, I think there's an element of when you get positivity on your videos, people messaging you, everything like that, that fully like encourages you to keep going because you realise people